Hey everyone, and welcome back to the second channel. My name is Elliot, and today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite thing about collecting Game Boys, or just collecting retro consoles and games in general. Box protectors. I know that might sound really trivial, but it has to be one of the most rewarding parts of collecting, and that's sliding your newly acquired console or game or accessory even into a box protector. So today we're going to be taking a look at two different types, some very expensive bespoke ones and some far more affordable but still very high quality cheaper ones. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So I'm very fortunate to own some incredibly rare and desirable Game Boys and other sort of consoles and accessories, and protecting them is your number one priority. It's like if you were to buy, I don't know, a diamond, you wouldn't just leave it lying around, it would be in some sort of protective box or display case, and that's exactly what these are. So these are acrylic box protectors which are made out of a very thick, I'd say that's probably about 5mm high quality acrylic. Now all of these are handmade by a guy on Instagram called PRD Displays or PR Displays or something like that. And this video is not sponsored by anyone. In fact, these cost me a lot of money. They're around 20 to 30 pounds each, depending on the size. So these were around 20 pounds each, but I've also got some more expensive ones that I bought. For example, this one, which is for the Game Plus, a French console that was released to sort of compete against the Game Boy, which obviously failed miserably because you've never heard of it. And these box protectors kind of feel like you're looking at something in a museum. They're really nice and rugged. Obviously, if you dropped it, it may break because all of the seams have been, all the different individual pieces have been joined together with some sort of a glue which is cured and become absolutely solid. I did actually drop one of these and it was absolutely fine, but what it means is you can get your greasy fingers all over it and protect it, and then obviously when you want to clean it again and put it back on your shelf, you can just use a microfiber cloth. And everything is really nice and protected, and it's got to be my favourite way of storing my games and consoles. So let's take a look at another few. So there's 3 here. I've got another 2 or 3 in my cabinet, and then I've got some very bespoke ones that have been made for things I've reviewed on the channel. So we've got this one here, which is for the Nintendo Game Boy test cartridge. And the way these work is there's a tiny little sort of fake door thing at the bottom, which slides open. It's on a sort of a rail sort of system thing. And then you can slide the thing out and in. So yeah, you just give him the measurements on Instagram, and he's got a very long waiting list as well. Unfortunately, these took about 3 months to actually get down. And then the other one I have, which must be one of the smallest ones he's ever made, is for the prototype Game Boy Color Tezuka Productions shell front. So yeah, again, is a little sort of fake door that slides in the bottom, and it slides in and out. But this is a pretty damn good way of displaying your really rare items. So that is going to be the box protectors, the acrylic thick box protectors. Very cool. I've got a couple for the Game Boy Pocket back here, but obviously these are very expensive ones. This one here sort of goes for around £1,000, and these go for 200 or 300. So they're definitely worth putting in really expensive box protectors. But what about your average £30 to £40 Game Boy Pocket? Well, there's a really good shop called boxprotectors.nl. Unfortunately, this store is located in the Netherlands. So it's going to be great if you live anywhere in Europe. I do believe they have worldwide shipping, but it gets very expensive. So unless you have a vast collection, it's not going to be worth you just buying 1 or 2. But I'll leave the link to them in the description because they gave me these for free, although I did pay for the shipping. But you can also get these pretty much anywhere on eBay and all the rest of it. But the reason I reached out to this individual gentleman is he seems to be the only person that sells box protectors for Japanese Game Boy Pockets, because lots of Japanese things are different sized, including the Game Boy Color games and the original Game Boy games. also Super Nintendo, N64. Basically, every Japanese game is a different size. These ones are for Japanese Game Boy games. I think they're for Game Boy Color and the slightly bigger original Game Boy games. For some reason, there seem to be two different sizes. But the reason I want both of these in box protectors is because they're the games that you had to play in order to win that specific Game Boy. So I kind of wanted to like complete the set. So they come flat packed, and as you saw, I peeled off the protective film. So then you have to sort of just pop them open like that. Obviously be really careful with them, because if you bend them in the wrong way, they're going to end up with a little bend. I often make sure everything has been folded prior to putting the games in, because then that means that you get a really nice sort of fold and everything stays nice and square. I know that might sound unnecessary, but trust me, it is important. And then I wipe the game. And I know that sounds silly, but I'm very paranoid about oils on my hands and stuff ruining the boxes. So I give the boxes a little wipe with a microfiber cloth. And then I slide them in, making sure the flaps are facing the right way. And then you can close everything up. That now looks like a brand new game. Look at it. How amazing is that? So now I've got my Imagineer Medarot game to go with my Imagineer Game Boy Pocket. And I've also got the N64 game in a box protector. Screw it, I'll show you that as well. So this is MRC, Multi-Racing Championship, which is also the Imagineer game that you had to play in order to win this Game Boy. In fact, there's a photo of it on the back. So yeah, I absolutely love box protectors. It is by far one of my favourite parts about collecting Game Boy stuff. But obviously they make it for more than just Game Boys. But let's do the one for the Game Boy Pocket console as well. You might want to get a little bit of compressed air or something in there, because it will get very dusty. And then you can fold these ones down. These ones fold a lot easier for some reason. I think it's just a more advanced box protector. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And now, holding these, I feel so much more confident holding these. You know, they really do feel nice and secured inside there. So yeah, I absolutely love these box protectors. They vary in price for whatever it is that you're buying. They can range from about £3 for one individual one, all the way up to 20 to 30 for a massive Mega Drive or NES box or something like that. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this little video. Not necessarily little, but yeah, it's one of my favourite things to do, absolutely, and I'm sure you will all agree. It's just a very rewarding, satisfying thing. So I'm going to do the rest of these off camera and really appreciate the process. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Big thank you to these guys for sending these to me, and yeah, I'll leave all the links to all the relevant people in the description below. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye!